What do I do for that first problem?
Combine like terms.
Well, I don't have any like terms on one side, so I don't have any like terms to combine. Yes?
Add 3x to each side.
Yeah, add 3x to each side. That's what I want to do first. The first one. So I'm going to add 3x and add 3x. So when I do that, I get 14 equals 7x. Then I'm going to divide by 7 and divide by 7. So x equals 2. What do I do with the next one? Subtract 3. Subtract 3a, right? Or I could add 10, or I could subtract 6a. I need to start somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 3a. You don't have to start there, but you can. So now you have 3a on one side minus 10 equals 17. Now what do I do?
10 plus 17.
Yes, 10 plus 17. So add 10 and add 10. And then you get
27.
And then for A, you get what?
9.
Yes. So A equals 9. Excellent. Questions on that? No questions? Okay. So today we're looking at 1-3, equations with variables on both sides. It's just another layer to what we're doing. We're not really going to do anything new until 1.4. And I will say we're going to spend quite a bit of time on 1-3. I think we have 3 days set aside for it. Plus we're going to take a quiz on it. So your first quiz will be on 1.3. I'll tell you when that's coming up. But we're going to spend some time working with equations that have variables on both sides. You're just going to do the same steps. You're still going to simplify. Simplify meaning just break it down to its simplest form, reduce your fractions. You're going to use inverse operations, so just opposites to get rid of stuff. And then you're going to get that variable by itself. It just might take more time. So for that first one, we have 10 minus 4x equals negative 9x. What am I going to do? I'm going to add 4 to both sides, right? And so, when I do that, I get 10 equals negative 5x. Then, of course, I divide by negative 5. I want the x to come first, so I get x equals negative 2. And that's my answer. So again, nothing too new. I'll give you some time to finish writing. So what did you get for this? Someone other? Yes.
I got x equals 26.
That's right. X does equal 26. So what did you do, sir, to solve this?
For the right side, with the 1/4, they changed it to 0.25, so it won't get confused that much. And then instead of distributing, we're going to distribute the 0.25 with 0.25 times 32x and then times 56. So times 56 equals 14, and then 32x equals 8.
Right.
So then for the other side, I did the same thing with distributing. I got 9x minus 12. I did 8x minus 9 so I can get 1x, and I did 12. I did 12 plus 14 so I can get 26.
That's right. That's right. Yep. That's all correct. So, you didn't catch that. He subtracted 8x on both sides, got x minus 12 equals 14, and then that last step he just added 12 to both sides and got 26. Beautiful. All right, the next one is not as bad, so what do we do? Yes?
First, is it negative 2?
It is.
Okay, so You subtract 3x on both sides.
That's right.
And then you divide both sides by -5.
That's right. So x equals -2. Okay. Questions on those two?
How to pull a fire one?
No. Okay. Audrey, we're doing this. All right. Shh. Yes. Okay. All right. I still hear you talking and making strange noises. Let's focus our attention back up there. So, of course, I'm going to still distribute. Notice that when I take a 3/4 times an 8/1, I can do this two ways. I can say, well, I have 8 and I have a 4. 8 divided by 4 is what? 2. That's the same thing as -3 times 2, which equals -6. So I have 8 divided by 4 times -3, which is going to give me -6. Or I can do -3 times 8, which is -24 divided by 4, which is also going to give me -6. So you have two ways to do that fraction. Yes?
On a calculator, can you just divide 3 by 4 and get 0.7?
Sure. Sure. Just don't let the fraction skills escape you, okay? We still want to make sure that we know how to do that. So we have -6n, and then you can do the same thing here. -3/4 times 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3, so I get -3 times 3, which is -9. So -9 equals 3n minus 9. So I just distributed this as well. And then, so as I was saying, we're going to continue. So I'm going to subtract 3n and subtract 3n. Well, now I have -9n minus 9 equals -9. What do I do now? Plus 9. Plus 9, plus 9, -9n equals 0. So I have to divide by -9 and divide by -9. 0 divided by a number is what? 0. So that's how you get 0 in the end. Excellent. Questions?